Hi. I gotta plug that cable in. One day, I'll do it all ahead of time. One day. And you know, it wouldn't matter that much, but I have my kids that live with me, and they're on like double, of their own internet, gaming and FaceTime at the same time, and movies and Netflix and whatnot. So I don't want to worry about. I don't want to worry about reception for you guys. So let's get plugged in. Hi, Michelle. All right, here we go. It does look a little slow though. Like it should be super live, and I see like a fragment of a second in delay. Whatever. Okay, I am plugged in, so that is the best that I can do is be plugged in. Are you plugged in? All right, so I just finished a fabulous astrology class at my office. It was awesome. And so what started as a one-off, it was a beginner's guide to astrology, and everybody who went like wanted to keep on going. So that's amazing because now it's helped me to finally get solidified on how I teach astrology, how I read, because it's not the same as everybody else. But I do learn from the best, and then I just kind of blend things together and do it my way. I put it to the test, and it works. It's accurate. So I teach astrology my way. This has been a fabulous experience for me. So I'm very grateful to those who signed up and encouraged that I keep on going because they wanted to learn. And so that's so exciting. Oops, yeah, I do want to cross. I'm not going to cross post. Yeah, I will cross post it. Cross post to Woo Life save. All right, good. Hopefully. All right, so let's see. What's going on in your guys' world? What do you guys have been doing like the past several months? Are you working? Do you still have a job? Did you change jobs? What's going on in your world? How are you guys getting along out there? Hello, Lori. Awesome to see you here. So I'm just curious because like for my business, I was in Boston. I did readings and healing sessions and my crystals class. And then I was going to go see my friend down on Martha's Vineyard the next day on that Saturday. But everything started to close in and close down. And like I couldn't eat at a restaurant. And they told us like the local museums were closing, not like just for a few days, but for months. And I was like, what the heck? So I drove home that night. It was a long ass drive, but I finished listening to this book, Tuning the Human Biofield. Gosh darn glare, there it is, by Eileen Day McCusick. And she is one of the people that I learned about the tuning forks and sound healing. She's got a product called the Sonic Slider. And then, of course, I like to try bells and whistles too. So she's got, these are both the Sonic Slider. And when you have tuning forks, these are weights on the tuning fork. So these ones are for use on the physical body. And the ones without the weights are for your ears to listen, for audible. These are for on the body, after the fact, after the damage is done. Tuning forks are awesome. So did you know that you carry your entire life experience in a 6 feet diameter from your body? And that's why tuning forks work. So if I activate a tuning fork and I hold it 6 feet away, that's your gestation. And as I get closer and closer, Any pockets of dissonance will create a difference in sound in the tuning fork. So if it's a time that you may have entered a state of depression, the sound of the fork, it might be and it goes down. Or if there's a wall of big stress, something really major happened in your life, then it might get really buzzy. So there's all these different sounds that locate dissonance in your energy field, and that's why they work. So when you use a tuning fork, and again, these kinds are for use on the physical body, but when you use a tuning fork with people and you sound them and you find that dissonance, it's kind of like an iron, and you iron out that dissonance, and that smooths out the bubble so it doesn't like reactivate trauma and stress all the time. Most people carry their own childhood traumas and stresses, and most of that is on a subconscious level. If you're always second fiddle, you kind of carry that feeling of not being good enough. I think I touched on that last time I was with you guys. Yeah, I love being home, and introverted people love being home. And for me, the best thing I ever did was leaving my last regular job. And a lot of you already know, but those of you who don't, I worked at the IRS. Can you say toxic? Oh, it was horrible, horrible. I was an IT person. Yes, I am an IT nerdy, geeky person. I'm a self-taught IT person. Anyways, so yeah, so that's how tuning forks work. It's fascinating and it's awesome, and I do incorporate it into my healing practice. So if you come to me for a healing session, I will most likely use even just an audible tuning fork. I really like to use the things that are non-invasive, or non-invasive, as meaning I don't touch you. It's just easier that way, It's like a touch-free car wash. I like that, and a lot of people, I think, like that too. Some people don't mind, being touched and stuff. I just don't want to have to worry about it, so I don't. So there may be times that you may have a life experience and it's still in your energy field, and you might not be aware of it, but it results in having like unhealthy relationships time after time after time. So in an energy healing, I'll shift that stuff around and do what I do. But I possibly may ask, is it okay? Can I use a tuning fork on the body? And it's a wonderful, wonderful healing tool. I love healing tools, all of them. So yeah, that's what I do. And what's going on with you guys here? Lori says she's been working all along and can finally open it up as today on a limited schedule. Her daughter goes back. Oh, really? So Lori says her daughter goes back to college at the end of the month. Wow. I didn't realize they were opening dorms and colleges and all that stuff. Michelle says she's working from home 2 days and in the office 3 days. You never know what'll change week to week. And would rather just be home for more reasons beyond COVID. I have 4 tuning forks, Michelle says, but need to figure out the best ways to use them on myself. So look at the frequencies. Get this book. It has a great it's on Audible too. So I listened to it my drive home from Boston. But there's some good pictures in here and graphs. Of course, not that I want one. I can't see it. I know, just thumb through it. There's a lot of good tables. There's a lot of good information. And I like, pictures. It's a great book anyways. Oh, she commutes. Yeah, so you know what, Michelle says her department is extremely toxic. Yes, Laura, I do remember. My department is extremely toxic, hence would rather be in my own space. Yeah, so you work at a job where your environment is toxic. And you work at university. If you're in a toxic environment, you have to do what you can do to get out of that toxic environment. Do what it is that you love in a way that is conducive to your own heart, your calling, your alignment, your mindset, the way that you're comfortable. Here comes that cat. Oh my God. So let me tell you that what did I do in the studio? I didn't do Facebook Lives, did I? What did I do? So I used to have a music studio in the basement. Oh, I know what I did. I did voiceover work. So in my basement studio, every time I went down to do voiceover work, this freaking cat would come down, go in the room, and start meowing and howling. Every time I turned on that microphone, here comes the cat. Well, yeah, he's on his way over. So don't be surprised if you see me kind of reaching across and see a white fur ball interfering, because it's just what he does. He wants his attention too. Yeah, so guys, it is really important to do what you're here to do, and being in an environment that is toxic is not what you're here to do. So anything you can do to choose yourself is going to be in your best interest and give you the best overall happiness in life. And you're going to kick yourself and say, I wish I did this sooner. That's just the way life goes. Best thing I ever did was leaving the IRS. All right. Let's see. Not ready quite to draw a card yet. I don't know. I need a topic. I didn't come in with a topic, and I didn't come on live last night because it got late and I got tired. And it's only 10:30, so I have a little bit of time. And full schedule tomorrow and the next day. Saturday's my birthday. Woohoo! I'm gonna have a family thing. Ooh, yep. I gotta place an order. I gotta write that down. Order for Saturday. I definitely have to have a list at all times because I have a lot of stuff going on. And then the office expansion is actually going to house Good for the Spirit gifts. So that's what it's going to be. And then I'll show you that as I move in and get that up and running and functional. So super excited for that. How about cleaning the pineal gland? The pineal gland. Pineal gland. Here comes the cat. Thank you. So here's some testimony. Lori says, I had a very toxic job back in the early 90s. The boss swore at me all day, then threw executive chairs at me. Oh my God, and ridiculed me. Ended up leaving. It was the best thing I ever did. Now I love my job of 21 years. Life is too short to not be happy. Woohoo! So true. So true. So it's okay if Reyes just wants to sit here and he won't get in the way. And he won't walk on my keyboard because he's done that and he's got me locked out on Facebook before. Cats do that. Okay. All right. So, yeah, cleansing the pineal gland. I feel like I already talked about that. So, I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Toss something out there for me real quick. What do you want to hear about? What do you want to talk about? Did you just see something like float up on this side behind my head? Right about here. I just looked up and I thought I saw something white shoot up. Okay. Oh, you met your guy there. Very good. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Tim. Nice to see you. I see that you liked it, so I'm going to assume that you're there. Yeah, I owe you one. You really helped me last year. And just your presence. I just love knowing that you're around. I love having you in our neck of the woods. You're a great person. I would say you're a great asset, but that sounds like an insult. So I'm talking about Tim Shaw, for those of you who aren't aware. Okay. Oh, you do want me to talk about the pineal gland? Cool. And Irene did too. Very good. All right, sure. So let's talk about that. So the pineal gland is, so if you could do a cross hairs across your head. It's right in the center of your head. Back there. It's in the middle of your head. Teeny tiny little thing. and it regulates a whole bunch of stuff. So your night and day, circadian rhythm. Um, it pumps out serotonin, your loving, huggy, feely goody hormones. There's a lot of things that happens in there, and this is your third eye. This is your intuition, and this is it's our inner vision, third eye, inner vision. So the powers that be don't want us to have clear vision because that gives us empowerment. And then we're aware that we don't need to be reliant on certain systems in place. Oh, you saw the white thing behind me too? I'm going to go back and watch this video. I don't know what the heck that was, but you know, when I do videos at my office, there's always all these orbs flying all over the place. My office is just fabulous. It's so serene and peaceful and zen-y. Anybody who's come to me for a reading or a healing can attest to that. Okay. Now, oh, you did replay it. Something was there. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. So the pineal gland processes a lot of information, and it helps to gather stuff from kind of like the ether and processes it so that hopefully it comes to your awareness, your consciousness, and you have access to it there. So that information, it comes in from out there, and then hopefully you become aware of it, and you could kind of look at it and see what's going on. So your clear vision, clairvoyance, it comes through that third eye. People who have clear vision, inner vision, and this is also between that and the crown chakra. This is the access to the other dimensions and other realms and our otherworldliness aspect of ourselves. It's our own spirituality and working with and working through spirit. And so the powers that be do things to help us not be able to do all that and not being able to be in touch with all of that, those aspects of ourselves, such as putting fluoride in our drinking water. It creates calcification of our pineal gland. And when that happens, atrophy sets in. So you don't want to use fluoridated toothpaste. And when you go to the dentist, you don't want anything with fluoride. Fluoride burns holes in blacktop driveways. It might even burn holes in concrete. It is a toxic byproduct of a chemical process. And they have it in our drinking water. Yeah, what is up with that? What else? Processed food. Medications. Lack of balance in your life. Lack of sleep. Lack of meditation. Lack of, and staying too much in like your busyness. Being too busy. All of that stuff takes away from the functionality of pineal gland. It's really important to have adequate sleep because you go through stages of sleep. And if you get in that nice deep sleep and you get into those certain brain waves, then you go. You're out there working. You're doing stuff. You're in school. You're at work. You're doing what you're doing, but you are not in the physical body. You leave. You're attached by a silver cord. You go out there. You do your stuff. That's what happens when you have healthy sleep and you're dreaming, you're going. And people who don't remember their dreams, there's only like 2% of the population who can't remember their dreams. My findings are people who can't remember their dreams have had some kind of a significant trauma in their life, and especially in childhood. All of us, all of our aspects, everything that happens is all balance. It's about being in balance energetically. So when things aren't right, when things are wonky, there becomes an imbalance. And it's up to us to know and detect when there's an imbalance and be able to restore balance, peace, harmony, homeostasis in our lives. And where we run into trouble is when we're not aware that we're out of balance and it's sustained for a long time. Then it can be very dangerous, and it could show up as a physical manifestation of illness, of a lack of balance, of dis-ease. Dis-ease is dis-ease, a lack of ease, because there's an imbalance somewhere. So amyl fluoride is horrible. It destroys your bones. And it calcifies that pineal gland. Okay, so the amalgam fillings. I don't know. I know they aren't good for you. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. So if it has fluoride in it, it's bad. If it has toxic chemicals in it, it is bad. But I don't know what it is, so I can't answer that. I can just use my phone and look it up real quick. I don't think you guys mind. So let me see what shows up, and I'll see what it makes me feel like. And I'm using yet another webcam. It looks like it's a little bit liney. I think I might get a new one. And the only reason I even use an external webcam is because the one on my laptop sucks. It's a brand new laptop, so I'm really disappointed. Okay. Amalgam fillings. Here we go. Fillings. I want to know what it is. Approximately 50% of dental amalgam is elemental mercury. Well, mercury is highly toxic. Thank you for bringing that up. So mercury, oops, damn it. So mercury gets stored in there. Toxins from meds get stored up in there. So when you go through a detox, you got to really take it slow and take it easy, because that stuff is going to flush through. Oh, silver fillings? Certain silver is good for you. I just had one of the things that they prescribed for my toe. It was some kind of a antibiotic with silver in it. There's a lot of very, very good benefits for silver, but I don't know enough about it to be able to talk about it. So, do your homework, do your research, and do what feels comfortable and right for you. I don't know if this thing will stay still because I put my phone on the cable. There. Okay, so trust what you feel. So, and you know what's tricky about this? I'll say it in tonight's astrology class. It's the subtle stuff. It's very, very subtle. It's not like bitch slap up beside the head, It's very gentle, very subtle. That little soft whisper, that very gentle gut feeling, that little notion. So it's like when and you feel, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. So when you get that little nudge inside, honor that. So let your senses be your guide, not your brain, because your brain gets us in trouble. Our head lies. The heart doesn't lie. Okay, so certain things that help you to detoxify your pineal gland are chlorella, spirulina, rat skate liver oil, ratfish liver oil, skate liver oil. It's the same thing. It is something that David Wilcock promoted on one of his presentations somewhere, maybe at the Conscious Life Expo, I don't remember. But I bought it and I've tried it because I don't want a dirty calcium. I don't want a dirty pineal gland. Our immunizations, anything that we get, the mercury for sure. What's that? Thimerosal. So it's like the spirit's talking to me, and they're giving me other words. I think that's what they said. Thimerosal. I don't even know what that is. I think it's a byproduct too, or that might be a preservative that they use in our injections. God, yeah. So you want to detox that as much as possible. Lots of clean water. Yeah, I got all kinds of spirits here, I guess. It's okay. So we want to cleanse that pineal gland with a lot of fresh water, chlorella, spirulina, greens, broccoli, And then blue foods. Because if you eat the frequency, everything is frequency. Depending on what octave it is, we see it or we hear it, or it might be out of our range of vision and hearing. Everything's waves. It just depends where it is on the spectrum. I forget why I said that now. Oh, yes, because there's frequency. Colors are frequency. So in order to help stimulate that area or those glands, each chakra goes with a gland and part of the body. So you can eat that color, or even bring in a throw pillow, or start to wear, you know, a blazer or a jacket or even underwear that is that color, because it's just introducing that frequency into your field. Yeah, I'll type it. So it's spirulina, chlorella. What else did I say? I forget. Greens for sure. Oh, seaweed. Greens, seaweed. Now I would not go to the lake and like start chomping. You know, that shit's toxic. Don't eat anything out of Lake Erie. Don't eat the fish. Don't go in there. Spirulina, chlorella, green, seaweed. Oh, thank you, Eileen. Eileen says they have some wonderful meditations on YouTube for clearing the pineal gland, but I'm talking about on a physical level. Now, remember, everything is energy, so whatever you do in the ether will land in the body. So that's another wonderful avenue you can check out, are some meditations, and maybe that's what we should do right now. That's a great idea. Thanks. Now there's also actually I can wait. I'll grab the packages and I will show you what it is that I use. Oh. Let me see here, Marcia. Okay. All right. Fermented skate liver oil. Maybe without the glare would be good. Where the hell is this glare coming from? There it is. It's not, I don't remember how much money it is, but Blue Ice is the brand. This is the, or Green Pasture is the brand. This is the one that I use. Okay, and then chlorella and spirulina. And these are just pure tablets, nothing else added. And I take like 8 of these, but they're tiny. It says you can go up to like 10 a day. I don't know. So I'll show you. Can't see very good. I'm not doing a good job here. They're really small. Really small. They're tiny. Okay. So that's those. Again, chlorella and spirulina. Okay. Clean water. Reverse osmosis. Clean water. Especially if you charge your water with crystals. You could have a nice little tray of crystals and set your glass or bottle of water in it, and the energy from the crystals will help to restructure the molecular structure of that water, and help to purify it, and that does work too. Praying over your water, praying over your food, it's using your focus to cleanse. You're setting the intentions to cleanse and bless what you're about to ingest. So you're eating blessings, you're eating good energy. Intentions is everything. And what else did I want to? Oh, I also So if you don't want to worry about this kind of this stuff, you can use fish oil. Just, fish oil. But, our waters are so gosh darn polluted. I don't know. See how you feel. I'm no doctor. So I give this to my dog. And when you do buy fish oil, you want to look at this right here. How many milligrams are actually in there, because you will find it'll say 1200, but it's not just the omegas. It's like 1200 of mixed shit, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure that it's the actual the omega-3s. So in the smaller print it says 1,000, even though it says 1,400 milligram per soft gel, it says 1,000 milligram omega-3s per serving. That's the part you want to look at. So it's actually that small print right there, which is not coming into focus because it's an older webcam. But that's what it says anyway. Okay, and then the other thing that I recently added, because I don't want to be like a big mega pill popper, but you really should get everything that you need from the diet, from the food that you eat. I don't, so I use supplements. You should take a multivitamin. Now, I've been taking double lately because I noticed the amount of zinc in there was not as much as is recommended by like good nutritionists that I trust. So I take 2 multivitamins, just regular one a day. I take 2 of them. And then I just added milk thistle, and this is excellent for detoxing your liver. So detox for the liver, detox for the pineal gland. Looks like I got a boo-boo there. Yeah, so, and then also, now I haven't looked into it yet, but borax. Yeah, remember, maybe your mother or your grandmother had borax laundry detergent. Well, it's actually a refined, naturally occurring, like a salt type of ingredient. And it has cleaning properties, but you can also, there's a food grade of this, and I just bought it. It just arrived, so I haven't had it yet, so I cannot tell you about it yet. But it is borax, and it is food grade. And it is the same stuff as borax, the cleaning agent, but the cleaning agent adds some perfumes. So I definitely don't recommend ingesting a cleaning agent. Oh, you do use borax. That's cool. Good. Okay. So how long have I been talking for? I can't see it. Oh, a half an hour. Okay. So I'm going to have a sip of water. And you should not drink out of plastic bottles. I do. I'm not a perfect person. I do the best I can with what I've got. And that's why I like to be here, because I don't want, I'm not the kind of person to get up here and say I am holier than thou. I'm in the pit with you. I am the same as you. I am no different. You can do everything that I do if that's something that you're interested in. The only limitation is your own self. And you really, really should drink a lot of water. I know I need to drink more. You should drink so much that your pee is almost clear. That would be the goal. So if you always have a bottle or a glass jug of water, or whatever you use, if you use glass, that'd be best. Grace is not one of my better qualities, and I have animals, I have kids, I bump into things. So glass is not real good for me, especially to and from the office. But Primo water is amazing. Primo water is good. So Primo water is Primo. Now I get the 5-gallon jugs in. I have a one of those water coolers. And I have one at the house. And so that's what I use for cooking and, refilling my bottle and using for cacao, for mixing cacao, of course. And I'm probably going to get one for the office too. And then, those crystal jugs or the glass jugs with the crystals, they're cool too, but they're freaking expensive. I'm not going to spend $100 on a glass water bottle with some amethyst in it. I'm not going to do it. And so you don't need to do it either. Just use whatever your drinking vessel is and plop it in a tray. I don't have one nearby to show you. But even like just a little bowl or a dish or something with some crystals in there. Just set the water in there and leave it. and use that. Let it charge your water. And then remember to bless your water. Send it love. I I infuse this water with love and light, that it brings me nourishment, and it activates my light body, and it brings beautiful hydration to every cell of my being. And so it is. And then that's what you're drinking. So even if Berkeley water filters, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's, I just saw an ad on Facebook yesterday. It was really well done for water filters. And I wonder if it's the same. I think I earmarked it because I want to look it up. Michelle says, will C60 and olive oil help? I'm not familiar. And Lori answered, I love when you guys help each other. I just heard that C60 olive oil 2 days ago. That's cool. Yes, I'll look into that. Actually, I'm going to write it down. Oops, dropped my pen. See, grace is not one of my things. All right. So it's really important to be gentle with yourself. C60 and olive oil. Actually, olive oil is excellent for you. And hey, don't forget the biggest organ in your body is your skin. You should definitely have a filter on your shower head. I do. I have a Mercola water, the whole head with the filter in it, the cartridge in that, the Mercola, Dr. Mercola. Yeah, and there's charcoal in there to help hold back the toxins. And so you're not putting all of that fluoride and chlorine and all of those chemicals into your body. So, and your body drinks it in, and so it goes through all of you. So you want to be careful of what you're exposing yourself to. A lot of people don't think of their shower water. So, yeah. All right, cool. Great. All right, so I think with that, we shall draw a card for the evening, and let's see what our message is. And then I will bow out. And I love being here. I very much love your words of encouragement. You're very good to me. I really, really appreciate you guys. You missed me when I was gone, and you didn't say too much, but when I came back, you let me know how much you missed me, so thank you. That's really awesome. Okay. I'm using the same flowers of the night oracle because it's nighttime, and why not? I am currently booked. My next openings are next week, Friday. So let's see what kind of a message the flowers of the night oracle. Oh, I have to make an order of. Deal with me for a minute. I'm writing this down. I've got to order cards because my little gift shop is going to have cards, but it's not going to have your standard decks of cards that are in all the other metaphysical stores. Everything about my store is going to be different. Publishing cards. Okay. Great. And then also, I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh, God. It's late. I was just teaching for 3 hours, and yeah, I need to drink some more water. I need some hydration. Yeah, and then I'm going to sleep on my amazing crushed crystals mat. All right, so let's see what our message is for tonight. It is important to get enough sleep. You got to get a lot of sleep. Sleep's really important. You really need to prioritize sleep. I do now. I never did before. I stay up late, but I sleep late. So I'll stay up till like 1, 2 in the morning, but I sleep till 10:30, 11 o'clock. I set my alarm for 11 o'clock in the morning so that I don't sleep past that. And ever since I pulled my son out of school last year, I get my sleep. And he is so much happier. All right. All righty. Here it comes. Purpose. Ooh. Looks like, what is that, a bobcat? I don't know what that is. So the card is purpose. Why is it this? Okay, never mind. Desert wishbone is the plant. And now I'm going to see what the author would like to share. I'm sure you have an idea already. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Okay, so purpose. Page 78. I really do enjoy being with you guys. It really warms my heart to hear nice words back from you, how much you enjoy these. And they're really starting to come in, and I just want you to know that I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, the card of the night, purpose. Your purpose is being highlighted and should be given additional attention. When looking for answers or direction, don't lose sight of your overall purpose or any goals you originally set for yourself. What is it that you really want to do? Find ways to boost your confidence and surround yourself with elements and people who will keep you strong, because you may find doubts both within and without creeping into your sphere. Negotiations are indicated and a need to stand your ground a little firmer. Do not avoid confrontation at the moment, as avoidance will be extremely counterproductive. Trust, sharing, and communication are paramount. Oops, that wasn't the end of the sentence. Trust, sharing, and communication are paramount in intimate relationships at the present. Someone may need additional reassurance from you in closer one-on-one time. The challenges you may face are reluctance, fear of speaking up, and withholding information. And our affirmation for tonight, I have full confidence in my purpose. Isn't that awesome? I have full confidence in my purpose. Let it settle through. Say it. I have full confidence in my purpose. I have full confidence in my purpose. So some of you may be saying, I don't know what my purpose is yet. Get your chart done. Astrology will help explain or discover or bring it to the fore or help you to understand, why are you here? But look at what it is that you really love to do, and it has something to do with that, always. And then I think we will just do a very short little meditation just to cleanse that pineal gland. Very, very short. So just take a couple of breaths, close your eyes for a minute. Breathe down into the pit of your stomach. Okay, and let's collectively bring in a beautiful white light in through the top of our crown. Use your intentions. Bring down this beautiful, beautiful light down into your crown at the top of your head. Allow this white light to come down in through the top of your skull, into your head, and around the pineal gland. Pineal gland. Set the intention that you want your pineal gland to be clean and clear of all debris, physical and energetic. Now, right in the center of your head, place an indigo light, like a blueberry. See a blue light in the center of your head. Now expand that blue light. Now allow that brilliant white light we brought in to mesh with the blue light. And as it does, it invigorates that light. It's now sparkling. It's having a reaction like scrubbing bubbles. It's cleansing and clearing. Cleansing and clearing the pineal gland. You are doing this with your own intentions, and I'm just assisting. So you may even feel a little bit of pressure in the center of your head right now, because it's already happening. And things are moving. It's almost, I'm getting almost like a feeling when you're eating something and something gets stuck on your teeth and you want to kind of like, and then spit it out. That's what's going on in your pineal gland. So allow it to continue. Keep your intentions on the center of your head. Bring your awareness to the center of your head. And be aware and notice of this indigo light infused with this brilliant white light that is cleansing and sparkling. And your intention is, I wish for clear vision and clear insight. My inner vision is pristine. And let it finish. Letting it finish. And now let those lights shrink down and dissolve. Come back into your body. Take another breath, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And there you go. Hi, Don. So there you are. That's it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I love to have you here. I love your comments and your feedback and your very sweet words of encouragement for me to keep on doing these. So as long as you're there to listen, I'll be here to talk, God willing. And I will see you, what am I doing tomorrow? I'll probably see you tomorrow evening somewhere around 10 or 11. And I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, magical evening and beautiful dreams, and that you're doing good deeds for yourself, because in doing that, you're also doing good deeds for the collective. So keep your heart open, free and clear. Love yourself deeply and show the rest of the world how to treat you. I love you. I got to come give you my hug. Oh, I can't barely reach the camera. Ah. All right. Have a beautiful evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.